Once upon a time, there lived an orphan girl named Oluchi. She was a very hardworking girl, and she loved and respected everyone around her. Oluchi was well known for her beauty and compassion towards the needy. Her beauty could be spotted from a mile away. Oluchi had a lot of admirers and haters as well. She hated to see people sad. She gave most of her farm produce to the poor and widows, and they blessed her in return. One day, the town crier announced that the prince was in need of a bride, and all the maidens were to make themselves available in the palace in the next market day, as it was the custom of the village. When the day came, all the maidens in the village assembled in the palace, and the prince chose 7 of the maidens, including Oluchi, and they were to embark on a journey to the forest to look for the royal comb, and only the one with the purest of hearts would be able to get it. The comb was to be used to plait the maiden's hair on the day of the wedding. The maidens went home and started preparing for the journey. Their mothers prepared them for the journey, but Oluchi had to prepare herself because she was an orphan. The next day, they went into the forest to find the royal comb. When they were in the forest, they ganged up against Oluchi and did not allow her to walk with them. Oluchi went her separate way, and they all plotted to teach her a lesson and take the comb from her if she was the one who finds it first. The forest was a mysterious one, and nothing was as it seemed. There were a lot of spirits in it, and all the maidens were warned before they embarked on the journey. When Oluchi was still searching, she saw a very old woman. The old woman begged for some food. Oluchi went and plucked some fruits for her and also fetched some water for her. The old woman thanked Oluchi and asked her to continue the search. When Oluchi turned back, she couldn't find her anymore, and she continued searching. The same old woman appeared to the 6 maidens, but none of them helped her, and they claimed they were in a hurry, and the old woman also told them to continue searching, and she disappeared. Oluchi saw a child drowning, and she went to help him. She asked the child who he was, and he told her that he was a spirit. And Oluchi told him what brought her to the forest. And the spirit child gave her the comb and asked her to leave the forest as fast as she could and not to look back until she had left the forest. Oluchi took the comb and did exactly what the child spirit had instructed. And she got to the palace that night. The chief priest summoned the gods, and it was accepted. The marriage took place the next day, and the feast was to last for 7 days. On the other hand, the 6 maidens were still in the forest. They saw the child drowning, and they refused to help him, and they left him to drown. The spirit transformed into Oluchi and shouted that she had found the comb. They all rushed towards her and killed her and took the comb from her. None of them even bothered to bury her, and they hurriedly left the forest with the comb. When they got to the village, everything became strange. Everyone began to look at them. They went to the palace to give the prince the comb, but to their greatest shock, the prince was already married to Oluchi, and there was a huge wedding feast. Unknown to them, the spirit has transformed them into very old women for killing in the forest. Everybody was unable to recognize them because they were very old and the comb was actually sticks. After some days, they were able to tell the chief priest exactly what happened. And the chief priest told them that it was a curse by the spirit for killing, and it was irreversible. They later heard Oluchi's story of how she was compassionate. They started crying and regretting their actions, but it was too late. Oluchi and the prince lived happily ever after, and years later, they were crowned king and queen. This is the end of this story. The moral of the story is to always be compassionate and to do away with evil, as every evil has its repercussion. Thank you for listening to this story. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and also comment where you are watching from below. We love and appreciate you. Bye.